Coming up next on Arizona Horizon, the impact of the new pope on issues facing the Catholic Church and the world. Also tonight, we'll hear about efforts to increase living kidney donations. And we'll meet the authors of a book series aimed at introducing younger readers to a very active grandma. Those stories and more next on Arizona Horizon.
Arizona Horizon is made possible by contributions from the Friends of Arizona PBS, members of your public television station.
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop, where our founder discovered a retired teacher living, no home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion, that inspired AARP. Today, we empower people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. AARP, join us in making a difference.
Good evening and welcome to Arizona Horizon. I'm Ted Simon. Tonight is part of our monthly AARP sponsored segment that highlights issues important to older adults in Arizona. We hear about a book series that looks to close the generational gap between young readers and their grandmas. The series is called The Adventures of Grandma McBee, and the latest installment in the series is titled Grandma McBee, How Slow Can She Be? The authors of the series are Judy Danko-Basham and Jackie Kennedy-Dudo, and they join us right now. Judy, Jackie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Judy, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
Who is Grandma McBee?
Well, you know what? Grandma McBee is a little bit of my mom that passed about 5 years ago, and her grandmother.
My grandmother, she lives on a farm in Iowa. She is 98 years old, and she is still living on her own and doing the things throughout her day.
And in the book, Grandma McBee just gets her, she moves around, she gets her, always has a smile on her.
Absolutely, 100%.
When you're writing for younger readers, Judy, start with you. When you're writing for younger readers, that's big, isn't it? Because there's a lot of drawing. There's a lot of illustration in here.
You know what? Believe it or not, the children has really, they've been inspired by Grandma McBee. They've shown a lot of kindness and empathy when I go out and we do storytelling. And they have just loved her and just are infatuated by her.
And the idea is she may use a walker here, but
Yep.
she goes wherever she wants to go.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So with the series, we're going to actually see her progress in her aging. So right now she's using a walker, but eventually, you know, we're going to see her get into a fender bender in a couple of books, and then she decides to give up her keys, and so she's no longer driving, and kind of seeing that journey.
What kind of car is she driving right now?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a red Volkswagen Beetle.
Yes, it's cherry red, isn't it?
Cherry red Volkswagen Beetle.
And her adventures are kind of everyday adventures, going to the hair salon, these sorts of things?
Yeah, going to the hair salon, going to the doctor,
Yes.
The next book is Grandma McBee Comes to Visit Me, and she flies to the sky.
Yes.
So,
all right, so we know who she was inspired by, but what inspired you guys to write this series?
good question. So when my mom passed away, I had the pleasure to work at a retirement center, and they taught me the importance of life and to embrace life in every day. And so I decided to write this book, and I asked my best friend Jackie, will you write this book with me? And we realized that there is not enough children's books that talk about our aging population. So we thought that it would be great to teach about kindness and empathy and understanding for our growing population, for our seniors.
Was it difficult to write a children's book?
You know, it had its struggles, but for us, we work with children every day. We teach early childhood classes. We work with I work with high school students. Judy works with the college students who are all engaging with children. And so for us, it was a lot of, okay, what do we know about children and applying our knowledge in early childhood?
And as far as the illustrations are concerned, obviously with kids' books, very important.
Very important, yes. Jackie, you want to go ahead and talk about our new illustrator?
Uh-oh, you got a new illustrator.
Yes, we do.
Yes. So with the first book, we went with an illustrator through our publisher, and it was a very interesting process for us. It was a lot about the details because we know that children, they zone in on those pictures, and the pictures tell the whole story. And we just felt like there were some inconsistencies, and so we started hunting around for a new illustrator, and we found a new illustrator, Jason, who is going to be doing all the illustrations for our second book, and we're very excited to merge his design with our vision.
And again, what we're talking about here is a way, this sounds like perfect bedtime reading.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this would be perfect. But a way to teach kids empathy, understanding, the whole bit.
And you know what? It's not just necessarily teaching empathy and understanding for our senior population, but it's really to bring in for kindness for all. So that's just the point of teaching. You know, we're molding the next generation, and that's really important to Jackie and I. We read children's books every single day, and we realize that there's not enough books to teach about our elders and our growing population.
How do you do that, though, without how do you teach without teaching? You know what I mean? Because kids they're pretty wise. They know when they know when they're being forced to learn something.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I think it just really comes down to those genuine experiences, you know, having those open conversations. And one of the things that we include in our book are discussion questions at the back that get parents talking with their children,
Yes.
because it goes much more beyond just what's written on the pages.
What kind of reaction have you had so far to Grandma McBee?
The children absolutely love her.
I dress up as her.
Yes.
And I go out.
You do?
I do. I go out and I dress up in the community, and I have done several events in our community talking about the importance of kindness. And you know what I say? The best gift is free, and that shows kindness in our hearts.
And reaction from the kids, obviously. What about moms and dads?
You know, the parents really gravitate towards it. I've noticed a lot of parents who they say, oh my gosh, this is even a great message for my grandchildren to learn. So even grandparents are seeing it and saying, wow, I need to buy a copy of this book,
Yes.
so I can share it with my grandchildren. And I think that too gives them a legacy of something that they're leaving behind to their grandchildren.
So, yeah, please.
Oh, and also to piggyback on that, it also inspires our aging population that they can still do so
Yes.
much. Grandma McBee, you know, her knees weak as they're weak as they cross the street, and she might be a little bit forgetful, but you know what? Doesn't matter our age. We just need to make sure that we keep on going.
So real quickly, what's next for Grandma McBee?
Well, she's going to fly through the sky, and then she's going to go and visit her grandchild, and then eventually she's going to get into her fender bender, and we're just going to continue to see that progression of
Yes.
teaching to help them understand. It starts out just moving a little bit slower, but eventually it is going to, you know, take a toll, but they can still do things, and they still want to be a part of those memorable moments with their children and grandchildren.
And we have 7 books written.
Oh my goodness, you've already got them written?
Yeah.
Yes.
We do. It's
All
been
right,
a process.
well-
This has been a 4-year-long process, and we're
All
very
right.
proud of it. And we just had our Grandma McBee doll patented, so she's all ready to go.
And she's always got a smile on her face,
Always.
as you both should and do. And congratulations, it's great stuff. And best of luck to you.
And we do
Thank
want to
you.
say that Grandma McBee says, life's an adventure. Take it slow.
All right, take it slow. I'll
Thank
take
you.
that under consideration. Good to have you
Absolutely.
both here.
Thank you very much.
And
Pleasure.
that's it for now. I'm Ted Simons. Thank you so much for joining us. She just took a dive.
She's tired.
Have a great evening.
Hi, I'm Catherine Anaya, host of Horizonte. Have you signed up for the Arizona PBS Conexión e-newsletter? Visit